fun, excitement, heart. I don't know the answer to that one. That's the first time anybody asked me that. I mean, obviously get in shape, get to know the guys. Don't get injured for sure. But I don't know. I don't really think you can watch losses and wins. It's always your preseason. Not everybody gonna play their normal minutes. So get to know, and most important, I think chemistry. We need to have chemistry at the highest level. Yeah, but we just talked about today. It's not just physical shape; it's mental shape too. So it kind of goes both ways. Both are very, very important. But during practice, it was great. Everybody's in great shape. Everybody's running a lot, so it's been great so far.
Luka, what are your goals defensively for yourself, and how do you evaluate how well you're playing defensively?
Just helping the team. Obviously, I think I made a lot of improvement in the basket, but there's a lot of way to go. We have some guys in the team that can really help me. Obviously, Marcus is number one, so at the highest, I think we're getting there.
Thanks, Luka.
Thank you.
What Backstreet Boys song best describes you?
Yeah, that's that. Larger than life.
I can say we're in better shape than we were 3 days ago, and I feel like our group is talking more than we were 3 days ago. So something we talked about before practice. We're trying to build something. We're trying to get from a point A to a very far distant point B, and this is going to take time. But the daily commitment is what's important, and the guys have been great all 3 days.
Would you say better physically, mentally, all of it?
I don't know if they like me right now for what we just finished the practice with, but the physical part of it, I thought these guys were great. Their commitment to running, their commitment to being physical. I thought execution-wise in all the live play for a group that hasn't been together, I would say was very above average. Still working through it, to be honest with you. I would say that we're going to try to play these guys in shorter bursts so that they can really focus on pace and sprinting back and get new guys in, have them do the same thing. So I don't think guys are going to play for 8 to 10 minutes at a time, whatever the rotation ends up being for those first 3.5 quarters. Also want to just be sensitive to guys that have had a higher workload in camp, like Austin. He in terms of our measurements, he's had the highest workload in camp, and I would say after today he's going to be the highest for all 3 days. So want to be sensitive to that. Want to be sensitive to Luka coming off Eurobasket. So there's a lot of stuff we have not discussed exactly what we're doing tomorrow and what we're doing Sunday in terms of rotation and playing time. But I know we're just going to be sensitive to the long game.
When you look at how y'all perform defensively over the course of the season, and knowing that that's probably an area of improvement for this season, like how have these practices reinforced that, and what does that mean for you individually?
Yeah, I think the practices have reinforced it just with our details. I think we've been focused on the certain nuances of what we're doing. Obviously, it's quick. We had 3 practices and we got a game tomorrow, so we did what we can to install. Fortunately, we have enough guys that have been here last year as well, so the learning curve hasn't been as much. But it's a slow grind. Nothing's going to happen overnight. We're just trying to get a bit better each day. For myself, I love to highlight defense. I'm a defensive guy, so I love to take a few minutes and just talk about principles, concepts, communication, things like that, just to limit our mistakes.
Y'all got a lot of preseason games, right? Like 6 of them. How do the games kind of help you do things that the practices are never going to be able to do?
Yeah, well, I think the other teams don't necessarily know our plans and schemes and calls yet at this course of the year, so it's a chance for us to see something live. We may huddle up and say we're going to do this and just see how we respond to each other, but it's very different when you have the lights, the crowds, the fans, and you get a real feel. That's the one blessing of us having so many preseason games. We get to get that feel of what it's like to get your heart rate up, to get loud in there and have to make a decision under fire.